Hi everyone, it's Wendy. I'm here today to share with you the wonderful My Daily Spread collaboration with Rach and Bella Crafts. It's a full month from June the 1st with, I think there's 2 collaborators each day filming or using Facebook or Instagram. And I have started filming this before the 1st of January because I wanted to start making my journal before my first day, which is on the 8th of June. And I'm partnering up with Scraps and Fraps, and the prompt is a letter to myself. So obviously stay till the further on through the video, and that's where I'll be doing a letter to myself. But at the moment I just wanted to share with you where I'm up to with my journal. There's a full list of collaborators, like I say, 2 every day, so that'll be really good to watch them all. These are the papers that I've decided to use. Rachel's got them all in her shop. All the links are listed below to Rachel's Ko-fi and website, etc. I've decided to use the shabby papers, so Rachel's got full flip through on her YouTube channel, so these are ready to cut up for my theme, which, what did I say it was? A letter to myself. I know what I'm doing. Well, I think I do. Anyway, I just wanted to show you the journal that I've started. It's going to be a trifold. I've got 2 signatures and I've put lace down, and it's mostly paper, writing paper, but I have used some papers from the kit. I've put some lovely crinkly table paper in, and some music paper, a diary paper, a writing book, notebook. But this is for my centre spread, which I've just pulled a piece out from my stash. So this signature's got spots on the centre, and this one has got stripes, but they're all ready to be stitched in. I've trimmed them all down and just put lace on that one for now. So I have 2 signatures. There's about 15 pages, so 30, 60 front and back. And this was my idea. I want to keep it quite clean and white. No, I'm not putting any coffee dyed papers in. That's why I've just put either pink or white paper in. Well, the music paper's slightly off white, but as near white. Anyway, I've got 2 pieces of A4 card, and what I decided to do was, I'll probably do a pocket here, either top or side, I'm not sure yet. I can always cut this down a little bit just to do a side one, but one signature will be stitched in here. Let's just put that on the top for now, then I can close it up. So one signature will go there and one will go here on this spine, and then they will close over like that. And I've only stitched this lovely, it's like a linen material. I've just put it on that fold, doesn't go right round the back, and I've cut it with pinking shears, and mine aren't terribly good, I must admit, but they are so expensive to buy. I think I inherited those off my mother-in-law before she passed away. Anyway, so just stitched on there and stitched on there, and that's my idea for this journal. So I'll just put this away and get my bits together to make the letter to myself part of this video. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, where I'm up to is I've got 2 of the sheets, the print-offs, the backgrounds. This one is cut at 8 inches square, and this is the offcut from it, and I'll make an envelope with that as well. The other sheet, I cut one at 14 centimetres, which is about 5.5, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5.5 inches, and the other piece is 5 3/4, just very slightly, but they're both square, and I keep all the offcuts because they can do the little letters inside. So I'll just play with one for now, but they're all going to be made the same way. So just a very easy envelope. I've got my fan on, so I'll just put my scissors there to stop it blowing. Just corner to corner, just put a little mark in the middle, and then the other 2 diagonal corners. This is just for a very simple envelope. And just put one corner in to meet the cross and the other one, and fold. I have done these before on the channel, and then fold this one up. That's about 1 centimetre there. Just make sure these edges are flush, and the same at the top, like so. I don't really measure, just fold as and where it fits best. I need a rubber, which I did have one, or used to have one, in my drawer here. Oh, it's all my staples just falling out the box all over the drawer. And I'm just going to trim these corners, just then there's not as much bulk. It lays a bit flatter then. And my idea is, for the letter to myself, is what I do in my personal diary, which is more of a sort of journal, you know, I write about what's gone on, etc. I have started writing out quotes, positive quotes each day, and writing them into my diary. And I found these at the local shop. They are inspiration cards. So I've pulled out some that have got pink in the colours. So I'm going to put one of these in these envelopes, and envelopes that are not as big as this, like say this piece of paper that's an offcut there. I have done some more envelopes like this. Just quickly show you this. You could do these any size. You could even do them with these little offcuts like this. Just make tiny envelopes. And I round the corners like so. Put a little bead of glue down here. Let me just get my collal glue. I'm going a bit off-piste here. I start talking about other things and then something else pops into my head. So just glue those sides down like so, and then that's a little envelope like so. But I'll just finish this one off for now. I'm going to round these 2 corners like so. Glue the bottom piece up. I don't know if you can hear the fan. I've got the fan blasting away because it's getting really, really warm here in Spain. I think yesterday we were up to 32 degrees. So I think it's time I got my swimming costume out and dipped into the pool. Right, so that's one envelope made, and a little journal card to go inside. They are blank on the back, so you can make little notes for yourself as well, and that just pops in there. Now the way I'm going to close this is with a little circle, or in fact I've got some little hearts punched out here. That might work quite nicely, just slotted under there. But then the slippy metallic card doesn't always work very well. Let me just see what I've got under here. A little tab. That pink one would go quite well. And the cream. I just glue half of it. I'm using 2 to give it a bit of strength. That's why there's 2 together. Just glue 2 together. Little tiny bit hanging there. Then just put glue on half of it. And the piece that's the half that's not got glue on is just where this is going to tuck into. So I'm just taking care to just pull that out while it sets, but make sure it slides back under and let that set. I'm just going to put my hole punch on it just to hold it down, and I'll show you what I've already made. Let me get my folder out from here. This is some that I made the other day while I was preparing the stuff. Little tiny notebooks are going to go in little tiny envelopes. That just needs a stitch. I've got one ready here, and that's got a little notebook in, stitched in with twine. I've done all different sizes, like I say, using all different sizes of paper. So that's one little envelope ready with a notebook. I've got another little notebook here. I've left on this one, I left the twine on the outside. Then you can always get into the envelope to pull it out. If it's a bit of a tight squeeze, I'm trying to find one that I've already done. That's another one. See, if you leave the twine on the outside, you can use it to pull the notebook up. And these little books are made as well from a page from the kit. Let me just, oh, that's little clusters. Aren't these gorgeous little tickets? That's some pages for notebooks. See, I've made these envelopes all with the same sort of fastener. And a little notebook in there. But my idea was to glue these onto the centre spread of one of the signatures. In fact, I'll probably do both of the signatures like this because I've got a few ready to go here. And they don't have to have one of the quote cards in, but I just thought the theme is letter to myself. This is all the ephemera you can decorate the envelopes up with. I'm just putting all that to one side. Getting one of the signatures here. Right, this one. Right, that's the centre spread there. I'm just going to keep my little bulldog clip on it. In fact, I'm just going to put another one on the other side as well. Like so. And then these are going to glue in like so. Do them different ways. Just seeing if I've got another one ready. Like, what do you think? See, one could even be just glued slightly over the top of the other one. Like, that way would work because you're not impeding the opening of anything there. So I think I will start with that one actually. So this one's going to glue down first. They could even just be glued on 3 sides to make another little slot, little tuck spot, but I'm not going to do that on here. So I'm going to put that one on the edge there. That's not the right notebook for that one. I'll just put that one in for now. I know it's a bit small, and that slot's under there. Then this one can just go just glued on the edge of that one as well. And this is the sort of thing I will do at night. I'll just make a load of little envelopes like this and make the little notepads. The sort of thing I can do crafting on my lap. Just smush the glue around, and that slots under there. Now, where did I put that big envelope that I've just made? Oh, it's under here. So that's ready there. That could go right in the middle there, or it could go right on the top of there. I'm just trying to mix the papers up a little bit. I think that one would go better over that side. That's two the same, and I've already glued that down, which is a bit annoying. Or should I just go for 3 on each page? I'm not going to glue them all down at the moment. I'm just going to wait and see where I get up to, because I'm probably going to make some even smaller ones. You could just slot one in there as well, you know, just for a little tiny notepad like that. That would go in an envelope that size. You could even get 2 on that page, really, because one could always just glue over the bottom of that one. So, and then you could decorate up with things from the kit, ephemera. So I hope you like that idea, and like I say, letter to myself is just thinking about positivity, setting me up right for the day, and trying to think more positive about anything. I always remember I was listening to a podcast with the Peter Crouch and Abby Clancy, and she seems to be, well, they both seem to be quite positive people, and she said always turn, I'm sorry about that, my camera just cut out. I was talking about the podcast with Peter Crouch and Abby Clancy, and she said always turn a negative into a positive. And I keep trying to say that to myself, because that's a very good mantra to tell yourself each day and throughout the day. I tend to be more of a glass half empty person, and I want to try and turn myself around. So that's what I keep saying to myself, turn every negative into a positive. So that is my letter to myself. Be more positive, turn every negative into a positive. Be a glass half full instead of half empty. So that's me done for today, and I shall be back with you on this collaboration on the 23rd. So pop over and join and have a look and see everyone else's, and they'll also be posting in the Facebook group as well for Rach and Bella Crafts. And I shall see you all next time. Bye.